Good afternoon and happy Sabbath. Yamaye nyina ye ho akwa enne homeda awie se yafa emre se yebeba ne adodidi nkomo ye ho eye women's ministry and youth ministries and awie ye djumedie djumedie no title no eye the girl child nti enne ye betwetwe nkomo afa bringing up your child, especially the girls, in community now you almost say no, and what are the challenges that they face as girls and as parents, expectations and your work, do we meet those expectations? So before we start, let's share a word of prayer. Yeneja wash we da was ye akunya wodi amaye say yamra wona sene ye metwetwe nkomo yes show say betina ye finfin bibi biara ye be ya ye be chia na nyankopon fa kye netne ye ma ye free han kono ne yesua ade enyem nhira bibiri e wo adom ne ye homobro nti amen. Me did abnedu fie Ossei prempe the camps and I owe ye ma me say wa so ha one year better chinkomo. Yeah, girls. The topic is the girl child. And obviously a girl. I'm so I a girl. And we are hoping say, yeah, mommy, no more platform. So no, your mothers, women, no, or more back and come and contribute and help us. Saturday, baby. So we will take a little reading from Proverbs chapter 31, verse 10. And the most often when we're having weddings and marriages, and you read this text. But today, in your context, no, I wanted us to go through it and pick up some few points. So Proverbs chapter 31, I read from verse 10. It reads, "Who can find a virtuous woman? For her price is far above rubies. The heart of her husband that safely trusted her, so that he shall have no need of spoil. She will do him good and not evil all the days of her life. She seeketh wool and flax, and worketh willingly with her hands. She is like the merchant ships. She bringeth her food from afar. She riseth also while it is yet night, and giveth meat to her household, and a portion to her maidens. She considered a field, and buyeth it. With the fruit of her hands she planted a vineyard. She girded her loins with strength, and strengthened her arms. She perceiveth that her merchandise is good. Her candle goeth not out by night. She layeth her hands to the spindle, and her hands hold the distaff. She stretcheth out her hand to the poor, yea, she reacheth forth her hands to the needy. She is not afraid of the snow for her household, for all her household are clothed in scarlet. She maketh herself coverings of tapestry. Her clothing is silk and purple. Her husband is known in the gate, when he sitteth among the elders of the land. She makes fine linen, and selleth it, and delivereth girdles unto the merchant. Strength and honor are her clothing, and she shall rejoice in time to come. She openeth her mouth with wisdom, and in her tongue is the law of kindness. She looketh well to the ways of her household, and eateth not the bread of idleness. Her children arise up, and call her blessed, her husband also, and he praiseth her. Many daughters have done virtuously, but thou excellest them all. Favor is deceitful, and beauty is vain, but a woman that feareth the Lord, she shall be praised. Give her of the fruit of her hands, and let her own works praise her in the gates." Amen. I think what this quotation is capturing mostly is what every parent wishes for in a girl as they're growing up, as you're bringing up your child, is what we all want our daughters to be: a virtuous woman, so that she will be kind, she'll be hardworking, she'll not be idle or lazy, she will put her hands to work. So that everywhere she goes, in her community, in her church, in her society, she will be regarded with respect. And that is what we want to talk about today. Bringing up a girl to come and meet all these things that the Bible tells us about, all this criteria. It's a long list. So bringing up a child, a girl child, in this country especially, everywhere it's hard. Back home, I think our mothers will testify that it was hard. I was brought up in Ghana. It's difficult. Because of where we are now, we want to focus on that. So we're going to talk to Mami Sewa, some of the challenges she's faced growing up as a girl in the Adventist church, school, in her community, what are the challenges she's faced, what are the benefits of being an Adventist, what she can tell us, what has she learned so far. The first question would go to them. But some people say, who discover the Chrome had 20 weeks, and I would discover say over war bar and Abema. So we discover say your bar, especially a woman, how does it feel? Everybody wants a girl, but apart from that, apart from the happiness and the elation, are there any fears, any concerns that we have when you think about the girl growing up? What are some of the feelings that we get when you find out, say, you're pregnant with a girl? We have some of our mothers online. If anybody can help us. Nobody? All right. Let's talk to Mami Sewa. All right. Mami Sewa, how old are you now?
22. Hello.
Sorry, 24. Yes. a nice age.
I know.
A lot of things to talk about. Anyway, so let's start from teens. Yeah, so around 11, 12 coming up before you get to the 13s, yeah? What was your feeling growing up in the church as a girl in relation to school or friends, said the other girls, the behavior or things that they do? What were some of the things that you went through? If you can share with us.
I think in my preteen years, it was very fun.
Okay.
In terms of being around other Adventist girls. I can say a lot of my friends were and still are church girls, and they go to this church. So it was pretty much easy for me. I think where it became harder was when I went to secondary school.
Okay.
And I was faced with girls who were not Adventist, and I went to a girls' school as well. So a lot of the things that I would be taught at church, I'll be taught different at school. I went to a Catholic girls' school, so that was an extra layer. So a lot of the things that I'd be taught at church on Saturday, by Monday, my school was teaching me something completely different. And then it got to a point where when I would challenge it, my teachers would either be like, no, that's not how it is, or just, no, that's just wrong. So although my preteen years was fun, it was very conflicting for me in terms of deciding what the truth was. Because in hindsight, I was still very young. So although right now I know who God is and what the truth is, back then it was very conflicting. Who do I listen to? Do I listen to the church? Or do I listen to my school where I spend the majority of my time?
Yeah, I can relate to that. So how did you deal with it? What help did you get from your parents, from other people in the church? Were there other people that you talked to within or age group, were they having the same experiences? And did you share things? How did you cope with these things?
To the conflicts, one thing I benefited from, so Uncle Kofi used to do a morning service before we started church. Okay. And that was really helpful in terms of helping me understand why we believe in certain things. So whenever I'd go back to school and I'd be challenged on my thoughts, I had answers already that Uncle Kofi had already equipped us with. So that was pretty easier. In terms of how my parents helped, I was able to see how they lived their Christian life and apply it to how I wanted to live my Christian life. So I'll give an example. There was a time in religious studies where we were learning about the books of the Bible, and I realized that in the Catholic Bible there's a little section, and I realized the week before we had studied a part in Revelation that said whoever takes away what is the Bible, you're pretty much going to hell. And I raised that in school, and my teacher was very angry. Looking back, maybe I didn't phrase it with the right words, so it may have come across as it's not going to hell. But I was just trying to relay the information that in church I was taught this, but in school I'm seeing something that conflicts with another people. So how do we deal with that? I think I could have handled it better in terms of how I phrased it, but looking back, I'm thankful for the teachings that I received in church and seeing how my parents lived their Christian life.
Middle part. Yeah. The Catholic Bible.
Yeah.
To read it.
Yeah. There's a whole middle version. Wow. Sorry, Catholics.
Okay. I learned something new today. Right. So it is essential that we have parents who are setting examples for us. Yeah. Were you able to talk to your parents and ask them these questions about the conflicts that you have? I think sometimes, yes, we get a lot of information from the church, but when ideally our parents also help as well.
Yeah.
Did you find it easy talking to them about some of the conflicts that you were having?
Yeah, so in terms of approaching my parents, it was very easy because I could see how they live their lives. So whenever I had a conflict between church and school, I could easily ask my mum, so how come you say this, but then at school they're teaching me this? And what she did best was explaining with real life experiences and like real life examples so that as a young child, I'd be able to understand. I find that
sometimes a lot of parents would answer with Bible quotes. And as a child, I'm not as developed yet to understand the meaning of those quotes. So I'm thankful that they were able to use examples to make me understand that, okay, this is why I believe this, and this is how I can argue my point even better.
Okay. So I think one thing I've learned from Mama Sewa right now is that Mama Fono, they tend to yes, God will do all that, but we sometimes expect more practical examples. That's what you're saying. It helps us understand the things that we're going through much better than giving us the biblical quotes. We want you to support those things with real life experiences as well. We've got a few people online. It's a discussion. We're not here to teach anybody anything. We've all been through it. And so we want to hear from everybody as well. So my first question is still standing. We're still waiting for somebody to answer that for us. It's me pamocho. Wow, mama was tuning na. Wow, bet to me abasona. What my answer no? You need better. All right. So this question goes to some of our mothers as well, especially in Ghana. What are the differences growing up in Ghana and growing up here as a young girl? What are the differences that we face, and how do we deal with those differences? The things that we experience here that are different. Any manner or more coming up, experiencing those same things in a different setting. How are we dealing with those things? And see, that is also another question that is on the floor. So, as a girl, what are your expectations from the church as a whole? Do you have expectations from the church?
Right now, or when I was growing up?
Growing up, now, before. Have we met those expectations that you had before, and now what are your expectations? And how do you think the church can meet them?
Interesting. I would say growing up, I expected the church to do things which will appeal to me to stay in the church. I expected them to, whether it be events, whether it be the youth program, I expected them to that will attract me to stay on the church. And looking back, I believe, although it was a slow progress and a slow start, let's be very honest, looking back now towards my latter years of my teens, the church has met that. In some parts, yes, they have, but in other parts, I don't think they've touched on that just yet for me personally. But that's not an attack on the church. That's then up to me to then use what they've equipped me with to also build on my develop myself. For example, you gave example of becoming a wife. I'm not married, but I've seen a lot of good marriages in the church that can equip me and that I can learn from, so that when my time comes, I also have people to lean on to and ask questions that can progress in my life. In terms of spiritually, I would say that the church has, in terms of they have helped me start my journey. But it's now up to me to continue that journey and to enrich that journey in God.
Okay, so where's the no?
The no is also the spiritual aspect, but then I can't 100% fault the church for that, because it's a 50-50 effort. The church can only help me begin, and then it's up to me to continue. I think what could be done more, I can't speak for the whole church because I'm predominantly from the youth upstairs. And what could be done more is a stronger focus on God and the Bible and prayer. And that could essentially, for me personally, help me progress further.
Okay, all right. So when it comes to, you say preparing you to be a wife, you've seen a lot of good marriages. Are there programs that have been done for single people that you've participated in that's aimed at, educating you on that road to being a wife, a virtuous woman, to being a good wife and a good mother? Have there been any such programs that you've had the opportunity to be part of?
I know there's been some programs. I personally haven't attended them.
Okay.
Yeah, but I know that there's been some programs. And there's also some amazing platforms by people in the church, but I don't think it's like a church program. For example, Linda SL, she has like an amazing YouTube channel. It's called the Husband and Wives Club. And through that, I'm able to learn other marriages out there. So yes, she is a church member, although what she's doing is not like a church program. I can also learn from that. But in terms of events, I haven't attended any. No.
Okay, all right. That is great. So, our parents online, our audience online. You're not audience, I shouldn't say audience, our participants online. We need your input. If we've got anybody online who wants to share their experiences and expectations with us, we are waiting to learn from all of us. Everybody is invited to join in the conversation. It is a conversation. Who's on there?
Oh, my name's Patricia.
Patricia, when I can say. It is so big as a kakra. Auntie Mavis. Auntie Mavis, Auntie Delphina, Auntie Betty. We know you're all on there.
Grace, I can see you.
It's like a very classroom. You must start your body. Auntie Grace. Anyway, let's continue.
Pamucho, your family Patricia more Peter Bram, I am Betom, Nkomo, maintaining in a said, no so, Mate school name, your friends say, our year ne win. Now, the old woman say, yeah, Africa for no. A fun one, opportunity na, ya mano, anya or hano. If say, yeah, sure, yeah, worry ye moon and titi mistake pee bemu. If South Africa, ebi motua etena ebi mu nchen. Inti no, dear Africa for ye num say, oh, why a mistake, why, ye more about so that. So, we sad dear, why, dear, and I say, we, inti no, sad dear, I yama, dear wounding, want to me farm over. Inti na my mistake pee, wo, ye man, titi ye mu, if say. Ebi kura when you be ankyerɛkyerɛ bra obɛware we wode kakra na sɛne wuhunu wani so a nti ɔnam so mo anya saa opportunity ne saa possibility na ɛha ma hu sɛ saa opportunity wɔ hɔ de bɛka ne sɛ ɔmonya botre nya nteaseɛ ɛma ɔmo nkyerɛkyerɛ ɔmo amadaakye ɔmo so anya mistake na yɛ no amadaakye ɔmo mma anya baabi papa gyina anaasɛ ɔmo so anu ɔmo ho wɔ nteteɛ sana kwan bi a ɔmo afa so atete ɔmo ma ne sɛ bi akyire na yɛ late wuntumi ensesa ma ne yi if sɛ me noma pii wɔ hɔ a nansan na me te ase sɛ nkɔda no ɔda onya to yie ma na kyerɛ sɛ education ne hyɛ ase wɔ hɔ kosi 6 years de na akɔda ne kyerɛ sɛ wa form ne character dada nti no de aka no yɛ mpa yɛ ne atenetene bi no so ye nya saa we no afi na me te saa no ma asem koda no so omo anyi aboro saa we no nti no mo a mo opportunity ya ma no mo opportunity say omo benya saa we no de e be kan say omo nya ho brase enhye nyame ase ne omo kyerɛkyerɛ omo na omo ntie na omo mfa nya adwuma na agyaakye e ba bo obesi omo ne omo kunu ne omo mayi de mbetumi aka no.
Auntie Patricia, yes, I mean, sure. Maybe some question, Kakra, after the Auntie Patricia, Auntie Patricia, what did you say? Ghana and Titia, you know, any I have say no, and so yena a dantamono, and so okay on the negatives. Over to me, a positives, no, so difference there, what Ghana they had no positives, no woman, watch it. Now, on to Ghana, than almost all to be before a horse. I'm set the line no access call.
Jim to me boy.
Patricia wane.
Patricia.
Patricia.
Yeah, positive for meet me I can say. Sɛ maamefo twe ɔmo mama ɛba wɔn nkyɛn a ɛboa ɛma abrabɔ no nso ɛkɔ yie ɛma wɔn because sɛ yɛhwɛ Ghana yɛ maame no mo ayɛ busy wɔ kodwo mu ɔyɛ wɔ ntumi ɛnkyerɛkyerɛ nneɛma bi but yɛba Europe a teachers tumi boa yɛn but yɛhia maamefoɔ no nso so ɔmo nso bɛboa na especially asɔre no nso so church members no nso betumi aboa a man because especially Africa for you believe be so you nyaka say eh nipa smesi de ne baba onye o but ye twi nipa ne ba ye ebe ebi ana ohia mo abi a ye nso ye betumi e de aboa akola no ti se no nso si etimi ye sa de no nso a etimi boa e ma enkola no nso no Christo don itimi show mu mo mutimi bobra na ye mehu say oh yes nipa no ade na o ye e good ti de me so metimi aka no no.
That's it, Auntie. I mean, sure. So Uncle Fano, so you're having the same discussion with another group. Not questions how more raise the parents and just raise and say, girls, no more to a certain stage, they don't want that friendship with their parents. And they hide a lot of things. Hello, Mami Benko, me pacho pesa okasa. Auntie Maggie. Okay. And then our parents need raise the point. We said girls need to stage be at. You don't want to talk to your parents about anything. Like you kind of put some barriers and distance between you and your parents. The things that you don't want to talk about. Do you have anything to say to that? You personally, did you go through that phase?
Yeah, I think everyone goes through that phase during your mid to latter teen years. It's more of, I'd rather just keep this to myself than like share it with my parents. But I think as Auntie Patricia was saying, that it's so important for the mothers and the daughters to build that bond and that relationship so that if their daughters are going through anything, their mothers may have gone through the same thing or worse, that they could get like advice from their mothers from rather than having to find answers like outside.
Okay. All right. Growing up, me personally, I still do. I have a great relationship with my mom. She has 6 sisters, so there's 7 of them, and they're all very close. So we were always in each other's house. It's like one big family.
Wow.
And I think from age 11 or 12, I never called my mom again. Called her Akosia up to now. I call her Akosia. And there are instances where I've called her Akosia outside, and some other mothers have gotten angry. Like, I didn't get it. And they're proper telling my mom, and it's not proper. You
didn't get it.
We've set this barrier there that makes it difficult for our children to approach their mothers. We all go through that stage, as you were saying. Every stage, there's certain things that you want to keep to yourself. You don't want to share with anybody. But I believe that if the relationship is right, even if you're not telling your parents about it, you do your best not to do anything that will hurt them.
Yeah, definitely.
So because of that relationship, friendship, or your parents, not just the mothers, the fathers as well, you don't want to do anything that will hurt them, go contrary to what they've taught you or what they believe in. It kind of keeps you in check.
Yeah, definitely.
So I think the auntie kind of very, 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 very important. Me personally, it's helped me through so many things. I would rather talk to her. There are lots of things I won't tell my mom. I'll tell her instead. But even then, there are things that I wouldn't do, even though I wanted to do them, but how would
Mom will be
feel about it?
Yeah.
And it kind of stuck me in my tracks, so I didn't go near it. So it's very, very, very important set our relationships to for me. If there is a mother on there who can advise on how to build this, parents go through a very long time at one building relationship, but now she wants to start. What advice are we giving the parents on how to bring about this relationship, this friendship between girls?
Abraham Pacho met me a casa.
Me Pacho Casanti.
Me de crazy. And I say, yeah, man, woman, they are torn between two cultures. I didn't hear. If I say, wow, say now, oh, can be yet to tell Ghana, mammy, oh, Ghana, to tell Ghana. Into Ghana culture, no, a woman. They are so called Roma. Do as Romans do. And none just what could do room, no. Near my bonny be a cosner, so ye be. Papa, no woman, yam some fair woman. Nay, and to see a fair woman. Papa been so be who abroad, no, now they account, oh, dear Papa, no. Now, yeah, then. That's just a walk around when you're more experienced. I also the better to ma. Yeah, no. From so I am say, ye movie and say, yeah, we a man abroad. And I say, oh, Sakura, and I didn't fear ba. Me baba bruchri. Okay, I can say me baba heaven. And the name say, Babato at the pen. Me baba bruchri. Ain't correction be cry say, correcting on ye maybe no. When ye then, when ye. One thing now about Frano and your good relationship. When you're close. She casa and so cry. One and anka from babyhood, nanka, she kurum casa. When you know, we no be a while person explaining, could be current to me explaining man and tears, say. I have called channel no be when I bind so has some more. Or no say job of fra, no no about Frebby at any age be on one I can out to me the gentleman. Now we as Christians, no, and first I say it to me, it me. The word, Yamia Sam now, I can hear them parable. Now, the Sakwana, Yamia, what was a trouble for a quine, you know, yet. Now, I feel so slow in now, church and near maybe. Now, can I show yam? I crow, yatting at 10 so Emma of let me treat pen woman, mamma, and man as the parents. And only to me, Buapa. Into say, I won't say, near wound him now, when you never know was no. And I said, how coach, I don't know why you used to when you're now before. Now to me, no one didn't come up near the other. Now, one more call if you dear swat near church, baby, I was so and so. What? And into I said, from Swanning, ya baby, yan fan pieball, yan fa, yan manning to me in your clothes. Yeah, be an effing abetian, now better be, and there was since be and wow, can sana. A day as soon as Nantia see be and first say a bomb pipe, near, yeah, about 10. Yeah, when you're previous, yes, I cry. Nothing, yeah, near Panacha, or near 2 church, or near Memo, Momotiasi, and Yantia, near maybe Tiasia been to me, Edma, or Montiasi, near Yansuya, when Saka cry with prayers, and Yamabama or Matiasi. Nothing yet me no why you close. I feel you can't obey to us. And that's it.
And that's a mom. I mean, shall be brave. I want to raise this point. I had an interesting conversation with some parents. I must say, a do time or mano ever pick or more courses. I think for secondary school and for university, it becomes a big problem. And Karanibi wants to do music, some wants to do drama, some wants to do fashion, and all those things. And a lot of the mothers, don't want their children to go into these things because they believe, say, contrary to what we are taught in the Adventist church. Are there parents who have gone through this, and how do they deal with it? What's the best way to approach? So, drama. Parents, let's say they be drama. Let's say you are successful, you get to act in movies, big roles, and then you get parts where you have to take off certain parts of your clothes, and they don't want you to do that. So, how do we deal with these situations? What's the best way to go about it? This is not a conversation for just the old women. So young ladies need to be whatever their challenges are, questions, we welcome all of those. Answers. So the question again, I think that maybe nobody got it. When we pick courses, or now even the young girls, when you are picking your courses, now parents didn't know what. How do you deal with it? How do the parents deal with it? And see, if I'm answer our questions now.
Abna Delmi.
Hello.
Hi. It's interesting. On Opaway, I was having a discussion with Madame Fobi about the same thing. I think it's I can't say I have experience in that, but I can share my own experience. Well, having had to engage in different education, in different courses near the before I got to where I am now. I think it's not about the parent telling Akorano what to do, but the guidance is absolutely important. But the guidance, has to be say we explore Akorano's interest. I was say to me who baby Akorano passion war. Now to me Akorano go through some process choices na why would then motivating yes, you can motivating and I say having a sustainable career and motivating Akorano. These are discussions I think that parents can have, but not necessarily shooting down a young person's passion, because so we are sana it can also lead to Akorano becoming completely disconnected your per se or because or yama. Ultimately, we who are colleagues, we say me degree na me kodjama papa. We are on financial because and any passion me feel said there needs to be a discussion about it, but it has to be a discussion of guidance rather than parents, forcing in Korano to go a certain route.
All right. So, let's say your child is very good on the field, sports, very good, or bubble, you can see so talent, and he wants to be a professional footballer. Do you think it's, as an Adventist child, do you think it's possible?
Absolutely. I think it's about nurturing a Kolano's talent. For example, me one Korami, me say me ba boy or pay football pa. I don't know. So that football no bebo, so then no bebo, but that balance needs to be there, where you are encouraging the child, say knowledge is power. And because of that, on course now on the academically as much as you can. I was will push your academic excellence, but it's also about identifying baby Akorano's so passion anyhow I won't be to me. I encourage our passion. To send American Akorano play football, then I'll be to me. I be an football no be bodache. But it being so na football na be man in sika dache tanaso. That balance and I feel needs to be there. It's an area it's useful, so we have discussions on that, because within the African culture it's very problematic, because my Nana Ossei feel so this is it. Where the emphasis come very Akorano, but it be so no kwana be Akorano ni breakthrough.
Abraham Pacho, me remember kakra. Ubisa question be earlier, but na me ntimi masunti na we kakra. Efa ye mano ye nkomodie mu na ubisa question bisa. More often than not, no de me hu ne say, ya na ye parents na ya wo ye won Ghana no, ne abawo mofra no wo ha no. Empen bebre ya na ye pese ye nature nkola no te se de nature ye wo fie no. And most of the time, the word listen, we don't. Now, me feel from my experience, I've done that. I nearly paid for it. Esan say, the nkolani suya wa bonteno edo so bebre. Ye parents, yes, I was a team. Ye ne was a team etete ye money. But omo wo peers, omo wo teachers, omo nipa bebra wo mutie no. Do we listen to the children? Say no one more kasa na omanya problem one more kasa kire ye no oka ba akwa da bi me bra na me wo Ghana no say this age say na maye me say na yedetete me emofra no ne wo culture wo say no they do not understand that. They don't want us to tell them say ye pencil say na ye pe omutimi ba ye nchen ene ye ba bedi nkomo. They just want us to listen to them. We have to find out from them. They are can what you see. And I did now person me na meboa. Rather than say ye entity no etete mo from don't get me wrong, but we need to listen to the children. Ni tie de wo mo so kan e bia na ebeboa. Auntie Delphine Ekasa says ya no so kan say choosing their career. Makasa same way pen man ka de me to ohaw mu. Sabe ye nyina ye ti kuro mu hei. So obi anyi ball anke ntimi ntina ho. So obi an drive anke ye nya Uber. Eye pass ye be pese ye be push ye mom ye ma no ama wo mo sua de. Se de akola ne kosua ne nani nye ho a. Ade ne ye pese ye ba ne ye doctor. Ade ne ye pese ye ba ne ye lawyer. Ade ne ye ba ne ye pese ye ba ne ye bibi fofra. Ebi ana akola nani nye ho. Let's sit down with them. Let's talk. The opese oye no. Ensi ni nyame som kwan. Ne sabat ye mu ene saa de no. I have that experience. Me papa you know about football pa. Now was so many trophies to show up. Eba se onya baby akono. Ye ne kanya na ntiase enya adwuma. E kire ono ate ase no. Ohun se football no emwa no. Enti otusu bibi foforo. Do we sit down with them? Do we chat with them? Do we understand where they are coming from? Se ense wo mu nyame som. Na wo mu benya bibi sika de ato aduane adi. Onfa ne bed de meto so a. Na ye boa nkola no ne kasa che no mo te ase a. Let's push them. Say emwa me sure say with empaibo no omo so omo beti ase e ma dwene me da se bebre abno
Yeah, that's Auntie Betty.
Me pacho me so manya sa experience ni bi. Me ba na to so mienu no obo basket. Ono krampo de no ne mema kra na obo yo oba. Obo ya sha sere na ne papa enti ase na me kan say say ma na nye unum e say Africa for mprempi afiri akwada no echine bi me ba ni o wano ne na afufo na afiri motor ha e ka asere na de ndi nti jai no so ono na obeya ma na nye nti no na ye ma ye boa no ye jai no ma bi kura wo ho a na me ye kura sie na ntade ye ni fi ni sa no ma no se na papa ne mpe nti ye ya ne bo duru da omo bobo bi wo ha ye Saturday on de ye kan kire ma omo te ase nti Sunday die na se mema nkwa me ba penyin ne ekọ ne ne kọ nti ye koduru ba bi no no ankasa no ohun se emwa no oja ye kura na mbisa nse obi a na omo frɛ no omo ne chicha no mo ne omo bo no eduru ba bi no oso mpe bi die nti a opɛ emade nso na onye opportunity ni enwura mu nti ye koduru ba bi afede ose ne nan na oja ye no so sa de ni say ye man sa opportunity e kira wanka say anke sa na me pese me ye na mma me anase we no mu amoa me nti no sa de no me fi say say ye man kwan e man ye e say me ba penyin no ono so chusu language o sua e bebre Arab China kesa ne de ebi mo kwase na sa no man o sua na sa no man o sua me man ko obeduru ha no otumi kro ye friend man ko ye translator hospital ne baby pi nti no ye we say akwada no ono me hwa ne talent no if say me wo sa we nyame e de adom me nti no ono so betumi aye nti no ye man kwan ebi kro no ne na adwuma obeye no nti ye man koduru ba bi no hu say ontumi nya de o mu say ye kyerɛkyerɛ no ontumi nya na wagyae obefa bibi foforo and just say I say.
Yeah, that's the antipat. I think that it comes back to the point to say, yeah, church right from the beginning, what the Sabbath means, what it means to be an Adventist. Yeah, the core values, when it comes to the age where they are picking their careers, they are mindful of that because Adventism, it becomes a part of you. It's who you are. So when you're picking what you want to do, you base everything on that core Adventism doctrines. Now that's where you pick where you know from. And having that relationship with our children also comes into play in this. Because if you have a good relationship with Oba, you can all sit down and talk about these things. And we need to recognize, my son is 4 years old. Okay, ABCD in about 6 different languages.
Wow.
So, but on country, he understands it, but he won't say it. Or my channel, ABCD in G for he won't pick it up. But any other language, he picks it up like that. So you know, attitude for something. So when it gets to the stage where he needs to he wants to do something with relation to data. I know he's good at that, and we need to learn how to accept your money talents. Growing up in Ghana, my father, he wanted 4 girls. Obesa Bakoye lawyer, Obesa Bakoye engineer, Obesa Bakoye doctor. He had job descriptions for all of us from when we were growing up. And you don't even get the chance to discover what your talent is, what you want to do, because you can't do not to. But it's good. Academics absolutely important. But it's important to be your money talents, and then we can build on those things, teaching them along the way how to make good use of it and how to go along the right path, so they be an individual from what the teachings of God is. All right. So, I want to ask, are we able to fulfill our children's expectations? What the differences are between upbringing back home and Ahaseno? Are we able to fulfill these expectations for our children? Back home, grow up. And say there was something going on WhatsApp. Things you would get beaten for back home in Ghana. There were so many reasons to get beaten for. But I want to ask, how are they meeting these expectations of our children? What are the challenges are you facing? Bridging the two cultures not together, because if you are the positives and the negatives, are we able to meet the expectation? All right, I think all of a sudden they've gone silent again. Obi has yeah? Okay, so let's come back to our conversation. So right now, let's talk about marriage. Yeah, I think most of our parents, Rebecca said, marry an Adventist or not. As a young girl, what do you think? Do you think it's absolutely important to marry a Seventh-day Adventist or not? Do you think it's only about love, finding somebody that you think you can share your life with? What are your views?
Personally, I think, yes, it is important to marry an Adventist just so that they understand your views, your values, your morals, etc. But in saying that, it's not the end all be all. For me, as long as I marry a guy who believes and knows God for himself, and I'm not saying knows God as in just coming to church and, saying, yeah, I go to this church, but knowing God and spending time with God and knowing who God is, and just ensuring that God is his priority in all aspects of his life, that's what I'd go for first. If you're an Adventist, that's a bonus. But I won't just run after an Adventist guy for the sake of being an Adventist guy, because years down the line, I might be like, I shouldn't have come here. So I think what's more important to me is your relationship and your faith and your belief in God. That's what I'd put first.
Right. So our parents, how important is it to us that our daughters marry Adventist guys? How do we deal with it when they come and tell us they found somebody that they want to be with and the person is not an Adventist? Are these challenges that we face, and how are we dealing with those things? As Mami Sewa was saying, because I think you would find Adventists being both girls and boys who do not believe in anything. They don't really care.
Yeah, but they're Adventists.
So exactly, they don't know what the meaning of Adventism is. So how important is it, and how do we deal with these things when they come up?
Abena, me watch me a contribute kakra. I think so. Let's go back to our previous question. I will be saying, now will be how you to me with the knowledge of Nyayenim from Ghana, any hanging. Patricia, another question again.
Yeah.
If I look at me as an example, I made me say I've had a split upbringing between Ghana and Hanyina. I went to boarding school in Ghana, and I feel say those values na yesuya from back home any Hanyina. They are all the things that comes together and makes us like rounded people. I think so when it comes to parenting, certainly any bivia sebi about with a manual. We use guidelines idea from the Bible, then in experiences but there isn't a one fit all. It's just about bringing the different things together. For example, Bibia one kasa will feel say you experienced a better adult is what you will teach your child as well. If you come to my household, for example, my man from a very, very young age, I taught them how to lay their bed as soon as they get up in the morning. Did I learn this from home? I didn't even. I learned that from boarding school. Because boarding school in Ghana, anopa, one bed inspection, you're going to fail. But that thing has been with me throughout my lifetime. It's important for me, Sanopa, to feel organized and to be able to face the day and get about your business okay with a free mind, you know. I will say we'll starting from making your bed, having your devotion, doing X and Y. And these are things that you teach your children at Ebeshe Puo.
Yeah.
That's just my contribution in that area. I don't think it's a wrong or right answer, but it's just about bringing everything you've had in your lifestyle to become a better adult. Now, yes, there are ways that we can learn different ways. The laws near the different. And would you figure and the Bahasia or how can say it to me, bro? The Kuma won't mean boba. There are resources will be to me useful to better yourself and improve your parenting in a way and for house on fan background. Or how is not just what we see with our eyes, but it's also the emotional impact on Nkora. I grew up in Ghana. For any reason, our teacher feels there was a born or bebo. It does have some impact. You grow up and it leaves you some marks, some emotional marks. You're right, but we can make ourselves better.
Right, thank you. I had a father telling me there's no difference between Ghana and that the challenges and phases that we go through in Ghana are the same challenges and phases that Yambani go through. And as a parent, dealing with them, is one way of how you understand it. He was trying to tell me, say, he has grown up, he's doing a good job, he's had kids, he's married, he stayed in the Adventist church because of Sedi Sititeno, where all the abroad and Yakasa can be known and everything, He's grown up to be a successful man, and that is how he wants to bring up his child. So I think when it comes to this thing, there is a wide disparity in ideas of how to do it right. As you said, there's no right or wrong way. But anyway, we can only do our best. All opinions are appreciated. Until you will be before you're welcome to share with us. And on the second question, do we have any contributions? Okay, right, no. So we're talking about marriage a young girl preparing for marriage. So I was asking you whether the church has equipped you, and you were telling me about the example. Or the examples that you've seen and the church per se. There have been programs, I believe. Before I got married, I believe there was a singles night, singles day. We did that a couple of times, twice or three times, I believe. And in that, we learned a lot. In my opinion, I don't think it was enough. I don't think the church equips the young girl enough to be a wife. You go through counseling, yes, but that is once a week, and we touch on topics, picked out a few topics that are deemed important. So area things that naturally you will face and how to deal with them, and that's what the counseling is about. But I believe that there is a lot more that can be done. Every married woman will agree with me, say, it is nothing compared to the idea that you have in your head. When you're preparing for marriage, or when you think of marriage, before you get married, when you go in, it is a complete different thing. It is nothing like it. So I believe that the church should do more for the girl child. Well, I'm a girl, so I'm speaking for the girls today. The men can speak for the men. But I believe the church should do more. There should be a lot more practical education for young girls. The experiences and the things that you go through, childbirth. And a lot of people who knows me will testify. After my first child, boy, I went crazy. Because that thing, that trauma, they told me, oh, it's painful, it's this, but you get there and it's what? This is nothing compared to what they were telling me. So I think through all those things, there needs to be more education. There needs to be more talk. Hello? Huh? Oh. Yeah. There needs to be more talk of how to achieve this virtuous woman criteria. Mm-hmm. There needs to be a lot more talk about how to put all those, how to make it all work. More education for the girls and all those things. Right. So I think our time is almost up. 5 more minutes. We have 5 more minutes. So, Mipamucho, if there are any questions, I don't know if there are any young people on there. We would have loved to hear from you. Questions that you have, anything that you want to share with us will be much appreciated. And to our mothers, if you have anything to tell your money out there. It's unfortunate. The last program that we did, we had a lot of young people. There were questions about questioning their sexuality. There were questions about how to pick the right partners and all those things. It was very interesting. I think, unfortunately, young people need a brace, so we didn't get to have all these questions. But hopefully, there'll be another time to talk about all those things. Amanda, if there are any contributions that you want to give us, advice for our young girls, we would be much grateful. Programs and events. The line is very quiet today. All right. So, we are bringing our program to an end. And I hope we've all learned something today that we're taking away and we're going to implement in our individual lives. And I want to say, thank you for coming to share your experiences. and your questions with us. Nima Okaini for the church to do as a whole and for individuals to do so. I hope that it's been taken on board and we can work towards that. For all those who joined us online, those who didn't contribute and all those who contributed, we thank you all as well. May God richly bless all of us. Let us pray. Our Heavenly Father, we thank you so much for this opportunity to come and learn at your feet. We pray that wherever we went wrong, that you forgive us our sins. We pray that whatever we've learned, that you water it for us with the Holy Spirit, and that it grows and it nurtures us from the inside outward, so that it shall bear fruits. We thank you in the mighty name of Jesus. Amen. Amen.
Jesus, Something